Hello, my name is Caroline Passmore, and I am the owner of CRP Specialists, Inc. and Bookkeeping is Fun, LLC. CRP Specialists is my bookkeeping company where we provide bookkeeping services specializing in the nonprofit organizations and service industries such as marketing agencies and coaches. And of course, we'll also help anyone who needs help, so please feel free to reach out if you are in need of any assistance with your books. And Bookkeeping is Fun is my project where um, I help bookkeepers who have taken a course of some sort, or they're accountants that have decided to start doing bookkeeping and have either taken on a client or two and have figured out that the implementation of the work is very different um, than what they originally thought it was, and that and that maybe they're not really they weren't really sure that is how it really was expected. So it's the courses weren't really exactly what they thought it was going to be. So what I'm offering is first a course to provide them with the tools such as templates to help them get established in their business, such as a new client questionnaire, onboarding templates for new clients in Asana, things like that. So things I want to do to help them succeed in their business. And then I'm offering them support afterwards through a membership platform where we'll continue to add value and let them ask questions. And if they have any questions about their clients, whatever the case may be, then my goal is to support these business professionals with professional bookkeepers and bookkeepers to be fully supported so that their businesses can thrive. Now, all of this is going to be for a low and fair price. So that's always my goal. I want to make sure that everything is available to new bookkeepers, especially at a fair and value priced. Now, I did say that I wanted to speak this week about imposter syndrome, so that is what I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to discuss this very challenging subject. So what I did first is I went to Merriam-Webster for the definition. And what I found was that there was a whole page of what they called words we're watching. And I thought that was very interesting because there was actually no true definition. So I'm going to summarize what it said. Evidently, this term actually can be traced back to 1978, an article by American psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes called The Imposter Phenomenon in High Achieving Women, Dynamics and Therapeutic Intervention. Now, it was originally termed imposter phenomenon, and it's commonly understood as a false and sometimes crippling belief that one experiences a sense of intellectual phoniness. So this seems to be prevalent in high achieving women, and despite their outstanding academic and professional accomplishments. So they say it's prevalent only in women, but it also affects men as well. Now, initially, it was considered only to affect women, but as time passed, they did see that imposter syndrome was just as equally opportunistically problematic, affecting people of all genders and situations. Now, Clance and Joe Langford, a gentleman named Joe Langford, penned another article in 1993 in a journal called Psychotherapy and stated that this imposter phenomenon was originally thought to be particular among females. However, after several surveys, they found that there was no differences among sexes. So now what I'm going to do is start with some of the common signs of imposter syndrome. Okay, so the first one is an inability to realistically assess your competence and skills. I know that this is something we probably can all relate to. Number two is attributing your success to external factors. Then number three, berating your own performance. This is something we probably all do and relate to as well. Number 4 is fear that you won't live up to expectations. That is probably one of the worst things I know most people do. Number 5 is overachieving. Then number 6, sabotaging your own success. I definitely can relate to that. I know that we probably all sabotage ourselves at one time or another. And then number 7 is self-doubt. Probably one of the bigger things is that we're always doubting ourselves. We do something and then we take 2 steps back and go, did I really do that? Then that 8th one is setting very challenging goals and then feeling disappointed when you fall short. Big one, huh? So then, now this all comes with a mix of emotions and feelings, and these thoughts often will go through our heads when we have this imposter syndrome. So now, what it all boils down to is that we're all fearful that we've been discovered to be a fraud, right? Or we believe compliments and praise are because of the audience being nice, not because it was earned. Or we get this feeling, we feel that we're unworthy of success. Or we feel like it was luck, not talent, that got us where we are. Or we feel anxious or depressed. Or we feel like we're undertrained. These are this whole gamut of emotions or feelings that we go through due to this imposter syndrome. And along with these thoughts come these external signs that you may recognize as well, okay? So you may minimize any and all positive feedback. Someone gives you some positive feedback, you minimize it, right? Or you over prepare for everything. You get yourself over prepare, you overthink, it's probably my biggest thing I tell everybody. Don't overthink it. Or you're not trying to to fear of the fear for you're not trying because of your fear of failure. That's probably the worst one. Or you're distrusting others. These are just the things that you do because of that imposter syndrome. So imposter syndrome has been discovered in people of all ages, genders, and backgrounds. It's obvious because more common when or it is obviously more common when someone is trying something new and feels the pressure to achieve and succeed, obviously. So the causes are believed to include family dynamics, family expectations and values of a succeed in perfection in childhood can stay with someone throughout their life. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And cultural expectations, different cultures put different values on education, career, and different definitions on success. Um, Individual personality traits. This is something that really is a huge cause. So perfectionism can lead to imposter syndrome. Then comparison. If you play the comparison game, it can lead feeling down or inadequate if you're not achieving the same accomplishments at the same rate as others. This is something that I feel is a huge factor in our industry. And as we see a lot of people making claims, whether they're true or not, in some of these Facebook groups, and we compare ourselves to them, this is huge in making us as individuals feel inadequate. So these are huge causes of why we believe that, you know, that imposter syndrome is created. So I'm going to leave that here today. Next week, I'm going to discuss the different types of imposter syndrome and how to overcome them. Because I think I can get through this whole thing in 2 different videos, but this is just such a huge topic. And even if I have to make the next video a little bit longer, I definitely want to complete this in the 2 separate videos. So It really a lot of information out there on this subject, but I hope you've enjoyed what I've shared so far and that you found this very helpful. My name is Caroline Passmore again, and I am the owner of CRP Specialists at Inc. and Bookkeeping is Fun LLC. If you do have any bookkeeping needs, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to assist. Or if you are a bookkeeper in need of support, please feel free to join our Facebook group. Bookkeeping is Fun. Thanks for watching, and you have a good day.